Maybelline sneakily launched 2 primers and I had to get one of them. And today I'm going to share my honest review on this Maybelline Jelly Poreless Primer. I got mine from Amazon, but it is available on Walmart's website at the same time. So yeah, if you are interested to know what my thoughts are on this beauty over here, then please keep on watching. Honestly speaking, I did not even know that Maybelline has a jelly primer because there was no post on their Instagram on Trend Moods page. I don't know what's happening, but there was absolutely no post about this primer. Anyway, so I wanted to get that Fit Me primer from Maybelline, so I typed Maybelline primer on Amazon's website and this baby popped up. So I got this one. Now on Walmart's website, this primer retails for $9.97 or $10, but on Maybelline's website, it retails for $12.99 or $13. And it comes in a minty green tube like this one. The packaging is super adorable, and when you open it up, there is actually a pump. So packaging wise, like 10 on 10, super cute packaging. Now let's just talk about the claims and everything. It says Poreless Jelly is formulated with 2% niacinamide, water break gel, and pore minimizing polymers. This makeup primer has water jelly technology that leaves a weightless, fresh feel and delivers a non-greasy instant skin-like blur. No white cast, does not peel, formulated without silicones, non-comedogenic, layers well with makeup, suitable for all skin type including sensitive skin. So that was all the claims. Basically, it claims to be a poreless primer, give you that blurring, smoothing effect, and it also claims to make your makeup last all day long. And this is not a first impression at all. I have been testing it out for like 3 to 4 days at this point, so I know exactly what I feel about this baby. So yeah, that was all the claims and information. Let's just get into the application process, and then I will be back to share with you my initial thoughts. Okay, I was just applying the primer and I did not notice that my mic was not on. So what I was saying is, when I was applying the primer, it has got a like goopy type of a texture. It's not at all like the L gripping primer. The texture is kind of a jelly texture, as the name suggests. It's a bit goopy. You can see like slimy goopy kind of a texture, pretty thick. And when I was applying it on this area, it felt a little bit cooling on my skin. So yeah, this is the primer side and this is the non-primer side. Honestly speaking, I am not noticing much of a difference. Maybe slightly, ever so slightly, like blurring effect. Not too much though, not too much, just ever so slightly. So let's just apply it on this side. It feels really nice though, I'm not going to lie. That cooling sensation, you know, if you have tried that Huda Beauty blur gem, that has all got that cooling sensation. I'm exactly getting that type of feeling. So yeah, it's hydrating, it's not super mattifying in my opinion. It feels really hydrating, and I am noticing just a teeny mini like grip stickiness. It's not like too much like the elephant or anything. I'm recording and unload some of the clips from my memory card because it was full anyway. So this is how the primer is looking. I have applied the primer mainly on my T-zone area, like nowhere else. And honestly speaking, I'm not seeing much of a difference. Like my pores are looking, it's the same. It's not like super pore filling, maybe a slightly smoothing effect, ever so slightly. It's not like too crazy or anything. And yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of difference, unfortunately. But yeah, here is how it's looking. Anyway, let's just apply my foundation on top and let's see how it performs with my foundation. I'm using my YSL foundation today, blending it out using a brush. Okay, my foundation is applying actually really nicely. It's not peeling or anything. So it's giving me a really nice and smooth application, which I love. So yeah, this is how my foundation is looking. Again, I'm not noticing any difference, but my foundation applied really nicely on top. And yeah, here is how everything is looking so far. Hi, I am back, and that was the application process you saw. Now, hear me out. As I mentioned, I have been testing it out for like 3 to 4 days, and I know exactly what I feel about it. First of all, it claims to be a blurring pore filling primer. I agree and disagree at the same time because I have pores on this area on my nose. It's not like super smoothing or pore filling or blurring. It gives me just something. I'm not going to say it does nothing. It does something, but it's like barely noticeable thing, but it does something. It's not a very drastic or dramatic change or anything. Now, about the hydration part, yes, it provides a little bit of hydration, not something like my primerizer or my gripping primer from Milk Makeup or from my elf gripping primer, if that is something you are familiar with, or for example my glue primer from NYX. It is not that hydrating. It just gives me just a hint of hydration. Now, talking about the other claims, non-greasy, yes. Water gel technology, yes. No white cast, yes. No peel, yes. And my foundation applies beautifully on top of it, yes. Those claims I do agree with, but there are some claims that I do not agree with. First of all, like everything these days has niacinamide in it. Why? Like seriously, why? Like when I did my skincare today, before applying my makeup, I actually used a niacinamide serum. If I want a benefit, like skincare benefit from a primer or from my makeup, then why do I even do my skincare? So I think this is the time when brands need to separate skincare benefits from their makeup. Again, that is just my personal opinion. If you are someone who wants skincare benefit from your makeup, then it's probably for you. Now, hear me out. Now, since I have not seen one single review, I have not read one single review, I have not heard anybody talking about it, I was kind of expecting it to be a Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer tube, but when I got it, no, it's not. It's not a Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer tube because that is sticky, that is hydrating, but it's not. Have you guys tried the Impossible Primer from Wet n Wild or Huda Beauty Blur Jam? This has got the similar texture, but the performance is not as good as any one of them that I just mentioned. Now, this is my experience. I honestly don't see any noticeable difference whenever I wear this primer versus whenever I don't. I don't see any significant blurring happening on my pore area. I don't see any significant hydration improvement because I have dry skin. I do not see like a very like oil controlling property. I like the other day I used it with my Makeup Revolution Seal Skin Serum Foundation, and that foundation is so hydrating and skin like that. Though I have dry skin, but some days when I apply that foundation, actually my T-zone tends to become a little bit shiny, and that happens with this one. So imagine like I have dry skin and still my T-zone became shiny with this primer. Now, if you have oily skin, I don't think it's going to do much to control your oils. And again, like it does hydrate a little bit, it does blur a little bit. Gripping, no gripping. Does control my oil a little bit. Like this primer, in my opinion, if you do not have it in your collection, you are probably not missing out on something. You know what I mean? So again, I did not notice any difference when I wear it. Like yesterday, I will attach a picture over here. Yesterday, I actually wore it on this side of my face, and on the other side I did not use any primer, just my foundation, and I did not notice a single difference. Whereas if I use my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer or my elf Poreless Party Primer, I can see a significant difference. Even like Maybelline has their other primer, what is it called, the Blur Primer something. When I use it, I can see a significant blurring happening. But with this one, there is nothing significant happening with this particular product. It does not peel, it does not like make my foundation worse. but it does not make anything to improve the wear time or the look of my foundation either. Basically what I'm trying to say is it does nothing. It is not a bad product. It is not the best one at the drugstore either. It has not knocked my socks off. I love the packaging on this one. I love the cooling sensation that it gives. But do I really need it in my collection? Probably no. Like, if I want my makeup to last longer, I will not necessarily reach for this one when I want to like wear my makeup throughout the day, because in my opinion it just does not make a significant change in my makeup application or on the way my makeup wears throughout the day. Overall, I give it a solid 4.5 out of 10. It is not a bad product, not something significant or something like great either. So I think for $10 there are better options out there. This is just not my favorite. Again, it can be my dry skin, my skin type, my personal preference. So this is not a favorite of mine. And if you have tried this product, please feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Again, it's a new product on the market, so before you make up your mind whether you are going to get it or not, please do watch other reviews from other people as well, and then if you want to give it a try, please go ahead. This is not my favorite, but it does not mean it is not going to be your favorite at the same time. So yeah guys, that was my review on this Maybelline Poreless Jelly Primer. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any question regarding this product, then feel free to comment down below as well. And yeah, if you are not following me on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok, then please do follow me there. All the links will be given in the description box down below, so make sure to check them out. And I will see you guys pretty soon in my next video. Till then, bye and take care. Bye.